Welcome to 21st Century Homes. We're in beautiful Mount Dora, Florida. We're here at Ramudo Farms. We're going to meet Alberto, the owner of Icon Design Group, and we're going to learn a little bit about what he wants to do with this parcel of land. We know, since this is 21st Century Homes, that it's going to be self-sustaining, self-sufficient, and also is going to provide for the community that this parcel of land is about to become a part of. So let's go meet Alberto. Hi Alberto, I'm Ashley.
Hi Ashley, how are you?
I'm well, how are you?
Good, welcome to Ramudo Farms.
Thanks for having us out here. We're excited to see your property.
Listen, there's a lot to learn about it and I'm learning as I go along. It's funny, you know, ever since I was a little kid in Cuba, running around in shorts, chasing chickens and milking cows, I always had the dream to create in this kind of an environment. And here we are, beautiful Mount Dora, and I can't wait to show you around.
I'm excited. Why don't we take a good look?
Good.
Mount Dora is located about 30 minutes outside of Orlando. This quaint and picturesque little town is a common destination for artists and historians alike. Mount Dora, or the Mount as locals call it, is situated on Lake Dora, and the community here throws a variety of festivals throughout the year that range from wine and art festivals to biking marathons. This community is also very much a foodie's paradise. Since much of this region is utilized for agriculture, the produce is showcased at a variety of privately owned establishments, creating a culinary cornucopia. Overall, this community is welcoming, scenic, and a beautiful place to find inspiration.
So I'm standing in front of what's the barn structure, and it's completely solid concrete. This thing is virtually indestructible. It's going to have not only chicken coops, but it's also going to be able to kind of have a greenhouse effect, and he's going to be able to grow some of his produce inside. And in this corner over here, he's also got kind of a living quarters as well. So it's not, he could actually live in this barn if he really wanted to. It's actually going to be a pretty awesome part of the project, and it's completely separate from the house itself. So why don't we go take a look inside?
On top of each of the slabs, we're going to end up having 2 tanks. As the rainwater falls into the roof, it goes into the gutter, it collects into the tanks. The tanks collect it, saves it, and it'll be able to, by gravity, be able to feed into the irrigation of the growth. So nothing goes to waste. And one of the reasons why I elevated the barn a little higher than the house is because we have roughly about 120, 150 feet of run. And at a 1/4 inch per foot, we needed to be able to reach the septic tank. So that's one of the reasons why we elevated the barn a little bit, to have only one septic system. So it's a full cycle. I mean, we get the rainwater, it goes through on this side here. You'll be able to see that we have water that goes inside the wall back into the toilet. So we will be able to recycle the water from the roof through the system to the waste, back to the ground, evaporation, grow back in a complete cycle. You know, it's funny, when we started designing this building, it's 100% concrete, solid concrete structure with steel trusses that were donated. They were going to send it to the scrap yard, and I said, you know what, I'll take it, and we designed the building along those trusses. Now those trusses are going to be powder coated and be able to be erected, and they continue to give you service. On top of those trusses there will be 2 layers of visqueen. That air is blown in between them to cushion. That creates an insulating value naturally. And obviously you're going to have this kind of light coming inside the building all the time, so you can grow your things. This is the living quarters. This is solid concrete walls. I mean, it's just an extra 4 or 5 yards of concrete. It's not a big deal, but you have solid bunker. This is a 6-inch concrete slab, reinforced. It will be icing insulated, so consider it as a bunker in like an ice box. The icing insulation, the reason why we furrowed out 1.5 inches is so that we don't have to break the electrical box into the building. That gives you, you're not compromising the structure of the block wall. Everything sits within the space. Some people take the shortcut and put in just a regular 3/4 inch fairing, but then the electrician has to break into the block wall, and it makes it very not a very professional idea to break into the structure. And welcome to the bathroom of the 21st century. Let me show you. Over here, this is the water system from the retention tank. In the event that our regular water system fails, it's always a backup for a backup. This water is gravity fed from the tank above. And as you can see here, we have an R for recycled water. This is the regular pressurized water from a system, but this is the backup. You have to stay with the necessities of nature. And the gravity takes care from here all the way back to the septic tank and it recycles it all over again. But gravity does the job. Solid, insulated, impact resistant glass. PGT makes a very interesting window. That's what we chose for the barn construction. The fact that it's insulated, it gives you a high energy efficient, and impact gives you the security. In a weather like today, you can crank it open and let the breeze in, and you don't have to use the air conditioning. But in the summer, it makes a big difference when this, especially when it's PVC. PVC impact insulated glass gives you non-sweating. It gives you a better insulated value on the framing versus aluminum. Very interesting product.
Wow. You know, there's something really special about fruit that's picked right from the plant itself and not bought in a store. It just has such a sweeter taste to it. You really feel like you're getting more nutrients out of the plant. And I really feel that's part of the great thing that we were kind of delving into on 21st Century Home. We're getting to know people that really want people to eat things like this. And, oh, it's delicious. I could eat this every day for breakfast.
Star apple, you're eating the bounty of your fruits. It's funny, as you eat this fruit, there's a lot of seeds in there. I'm considered a seed hugger. When I eat a pepper in the kitchen, I take the seeds and save them. I do that all the time. When I eat a mango, I save the seed. When I eat anything that has a seed, and that from one seed, I told somebody, do you realize that in that fruit, there's thousands of trees in there? I mean, thousands. You can feed thousands of people. You say, what do you mean thousands? It's just only one fruit, but the fruit has 20 or 30 seeds in there. And as you eat this, instead of tossing it away, save it. And then just what you do is you plant it inside a little container, and then it starts to take hold. And everything here that you see is something that I've eaten. And it's here now growing. And out of one tree, there's hundreds and thousands of fruits that will come. And out of that 1,000, then additional thousands. So why go to the grocery and pay for a fruit? This is directly off the tree right now. The nutritional value of a fruit directly out of as you pick it, that's where the nutritional value is. The fruits are generally picked at a earlier date because they have to be transported. And they're not in the right, perfect timing for them pick. And the antioxidant value of the fruit is just as they're starting to ripe. They release a certain chemical to protect them, and that's the protection that you need to keep you from getting diseases that you don't want. So there's nothing like taking the fruit directly out of the tree and eating it. It's just so much. In this kind of a cool weather right now, it's beautiful.
Next time on 21st Century Homes, breaking ground at Ramudo Farms. Follow us along as we begin to set the foundations for the Ramudo Farms complex. This episode brought to you by PGT Windows and Icynene Insulation.